So we have another money with interest. So we're going to start with APRNT. $2,000 is placed in the account. That's your principal. Compounds quarterly. So that means N equals 4. If there's $2,350 at the end of a time period of 2 years, what is the rate? That's what we're solving for. We plug it into the equation. A equals P 1 plus R over N to the N T. Plug everything in. 2,350 equals 2,000. 1 plus R, we don't know, over N is 4. N times T, that's 4 times 2, which is 8. And solve for R. So divide by this 2,000 first. And to get rid of the 8, we're going to do the 8th root. So 235 over 200. You could reduce that by hand. You can also type it in and do F to D, 47 over 40. To get rid of the 8, you do the 8th root. So 47 over 40, we're going to do the 8th root of that. So we're going to pick this little x root, type in 8 for 8th root. Now it's the 8th root of 47 over 40. Just do an answer, that'd be easier. So the 8th root is 1.0203. So we're trying to get R by itself. So let's subtract the 1. So that's 0.0203 equals R over 4. So we're going to, we subtracted the 1, minus 1, and now multiply by 4. So we get R is 0.0815 or 0. Since that's a percent rate, let's change it to a percent. Move it 2 spots. 8.15%. So to do the graphs without a calculator, you start by looking at what the base is. And you're going to do all the powers of that base. So we can do 4 to the 0, 4 to the first, 4 to the second. 4 to the, we could do 4 to the third, but that's going to be a big number that doesn't fit. So 4 to the 0 is 1, 4 to the first is 4, and 4 squared is 16. With logs, these are your x values. The answers are your x values. The powers are your x values. The exponent is your y value. So the 0, the 1, and the 2, those are your y values for logarithms. And there's no shifts going on, so it's just the parent function. We just need to plot those. So 1, 0, put a dot. 4, 1, we put a dot. 16, 2, if you want to kind of make it up, it'll be over there. And then graph it. It has to go through those, and you should also remember that every log has a vertical asymptote initially at 0. If it shifts left or right, it moves, but otherwise it stays put. So we go with the vertical asymptote through those dots. And there's our graph. For the graph an exponential, you also start with the powers of whatever the base is. So the base is 2, so we're going to start with 2 to the 0, 2 to the first, 2 to the second, and 2 to the third. Those answers are 1, 2, 4, and 8. But this time, unlike logs, the answers are your y values. And the exponent is your x value. That's the parent function. So it's 0, 1. Wrong spot. 0, 1. 1, 2. 2, 4. 3, 8. Now, this graph is shifted. It's up 1. So all of these dots, including the asymptote, which is normally at 0, y equals 0. We shifted it up 1 also. So everything shifts up 1, so I'll use green for our final answer. The asymptote shifts up 1. This point shifts up 1, up 1, up 1, up 1. There's the graph, the green. If that's the way you did it on the test, you could either go back and erase everything else, or just highlight your final answer or something so it stands out.